Merry Christmas everybody and happy holidays. So this video is going to be a little bit different, of course by default. Consider looking in the description if you want to skip ahead to all the collection continuations, or maybe you only care about weapons and tools. You get the idea, I'm sure you understand. But in this video it's going to be a little bit different because at the end of the video I'm actually intending to talk about price suggestions for all the skins. I'm not streaming at the moment, so to everyone who cares about this, of course, skip ahead to the end of the video and I'll talk about the price suggestions for all the Christmas skins. We could go through that and enjoy ourselves. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right then, so as per usual, if you want to get a link to the collection, as you can see right here, look in the top of the description, you'll see that right now. You could go through all of these skins in your own time, or if you want to sit back and relax and listen to the docent tones of Mr. Hedge, let's get started. Let's go ahead and start talking about all the deployables. So first up, we have a Franken fridge produced by Shedmon. Now, I'm under the impression he probably didn't have anything to work on, and this might have been like a backup Halloween idea. Shedmon, you're more than welcome to comment below if you want to quickly confirm that or not. But at the end of the day, it's still a very strange and creative looking design for a fridge. It's a gigantic mouth with weird teeth. Oh dear, it needs to brush. But anyway, this is our representative for the many skins that we're about to talk about today. So, if you happen to like any of the skins, consider showing your support, consider voting yes or no. And if you really happen to like a skin, why not consider offering some nice comments, In short, basically, if you really happen to like a skin, pour your heart out in the comments. But yeah, nice kind words could be very motivational for all the skin creators and keep them motivated, keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. But if you don't happen to like a skin, but you know exactly why not offer some constructive feedback? Constructive feedback. Yes, so be nice, concise, and straight to the point, and you never know, maybe the skin doesn't get accepted, but in the future, maybe, just maybe, they'll incorporate what your feedback was, and you never know, that version 2 or version 3 or version 4 might get accepted. So yeah, so, it's up to you if you want to consider doing that. But yeah, best of luck to you there, Mr. Shedmon. That is our only fridge skin for this week. Right then, shall we proceed to talk about the remaining deployables? So what's this over here? It's the return of the very scary looking Chef Furnace. Yippee! So yeah, this guy's a bit scary at night time. He will eat your soul. So yeah, this is produced by one on JM34633. We saw this being submitted a good few months back originally, but now maybe it's the perfect timing, because you got to understand this: the last Rustor of the year and the very first Rustor of the year, so last Rustor in December and first Rustor in January, very nice Rustors to get your skins accepted. People have Christmas money, people are not working as much, and well, perhaps they're very eager to go ahead and buy some skins. So yeah, you might be seeing some interesting version 2s in this video, so I hope you're looking forward to it. And at the very least, if you like what you saw, consider showing support to Mr. 1on J. Sorry, I'm talking too quickly. Right, let's now go ahead and take a look at all the storages, because we do have quite a lot this week, as you can see. Right then, so over to here we have the small plastic box. I got something very similar to this where I put all my clothes in. That's actually pretty nice. Yeah, all right, Mr. Sadist. An interesting, cool, creative choice. As you can see, it's got a bit of transparency there, much like what I have in real life. Very nice. So interesting to design there, Mr. Sadist. Next up, we have the Blue Shield large box. Yeah, so get a good look at that. Hang on a minute. Oh, we only have one small box. Really? No, I've missed one. Sorry about that. I was like, didn't we have another one? There you go. Sorry about that. Cool, you're doing a very good job with this, Hedge. I know. Look, it's just before Christmas, right? I'm super relaxed and chilled out. Shut up. So yeah, small recycling box. Get a good look at that. A nice, straightforward neon design. I'm sure people appreciate it. Feel free to comment below if you happen to like certain skins today. And yeah, right. So best of luck to you, Robstar. It's part of the Utilizer collection. Is it now? Oh, okay. This never got any acceptances, but hey, if that does, maybe we'll see version 2s of these in the future. We shall see. Right, over to here. Now we can talk about the large boxes. So this is produced by Bastaz, the Blue Shield large box. A perfectly fine normal design. It's kind of like a cargo sheet metal. What do you call them? Container. There you go. That's what. I'm an idiot. I'm so stupid. So sorry. So anyway, a perfectly fine looking design. Bastaz, best of luck to you, sir. Perhaps you could get your first ever skin accepted. We shall see. Then over to here, we can see you have competition. It's a school bus. Oh no. But yes, this is the non-glowing version. This is produced by Sky Noise and UHMK. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And over to here, you can see we also have a glow-in-the-dark version, which looks perfectly fine. The lights on the the bus obviously light up at night, so that's a perfectly cute looking creative design. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So best of luck to the likes of you two. Over to here we have the Golden Ashes large wood box. Get a good look at that. They're very snazzy. stylish, shiny looking design, produced by Mnemonic Man. Do you like what you see? Well, you know exactly what to do, don't you? Best of luck to you, sir. But over to here, you have competition. The Tavern Large Box, produced by WetQA. So, of course, you know, during the day you can see a much better look at that. Oh, how quaint and lovely. Look at it, it's like a little cottage. Oh, and it appears to glow in the dark with a bit of a light there. I do believe there's 2 versions of it. There you go, that's what I was looking for. So yeah, a lovely sort of rural cottage style design, but of course, you know, it's actually a tavern. So yeah, all right, you know what, I'll give props to that. I actually like the design. I think you've done a lovely piece of work there, Mr. WetQA. Let's see if that works out right for you in the future. Right then, we'll now move on to doors. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of these. Right, it's just occurred to me, we haven't had any collection continuations yet, have we? No. Oh yeah, I was like, hang on a minute. Oh no, did I forget to do that? No, we just haven't had any. Okay, then, well, here we are. Here we have the Shattered Ice Wooden Door version 2. The original version was submitted about a month or so ago. Mr. House has decided to return to it. If you like it, you know, I do recall he was looking for feedback. So if you like it, you know, send some props. If you don't like it, but you know exactly why not, you know, help him out and offer a comment? Because he really wasn't sure how to change it. He has made some changes, as you can see, but again, if you still have some sort of issue with it, tell him, because he's really eager to know, all right? All right, and hope that helped out there, Mr. House. And of course, we've got a GIF, and it's so shiny. So, is it cold where you are? Well, why don't we get a door for you? So that is the only wooden door for this week. Best of luck to you, sir. And now over to here, we're talking about sheet metal doors. Geometric sheet metal door. It glows in the dark. It is produced by Bed and Mr. Ronan. Get a good look at that. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. But in the future, do like an actual proper nighttime picture. I know you're trying to get like a cool looking style, but nighttime. Like, give us full on nighttime if you're going to do a glow-in-the-dark deployable. So yeah, best of luck to you too. But you do have competition, because over here we have the Serpent Sheet Metal Door Remastered. That's a fun way of saying version 2. I haven't made a new version, I have remastered it. Well, Mr. Fuff, that's a cooler way to approach it. And of course we have a glow-in-the-dark version, so best of luck to you, Mr. Fuff, with your remastered sheet metal door. Let's see if that works out quite nicely. I'd love it if Face Punch accepted it, but still called it a remastered door. That would be pretty funny. Right, and over to here we have the 5-star Motel sheet metal door produced by Bitrate. Bitrate, it's a perfectly fine looking design, but there is an issue with sheet metal doors. It flips on the other side. So whilst it says Motel on this side, on the other side it's going to flip backwards. I have seen this in game. Maybe this might have been better off as an armoured door, and I can see you're hiding it. I know what you're doing. But yeah, to all skin creators, if you're going to do something like this, please be aware, with sheet metal doors, it will flip on the other side, and it will be backwards. All right, so it's a perfectly fine approach. You know what? Face Punch probably don't care. So, Bitrate, best of luck to you, sir. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Right. Now over to here, even more doors. God, when does it end? Well, it ends when we finally see a collection. Oh, we're almost there then. All right, okay. So, Neon Horror, sheet metal door, produced by Red Brush. Sorry about that. That's a strange looking design. Well, certainly not creepy. Best of luck to you. That's a very, very strange but unique approach. Over to here, it's the Voltage sheet metal door. Get a look at this, produced by Wagan, Mr. WAGN. Oh, yes, very nice. Straightforward, don't touch it, you might fry. So best of luck to you, sir. Over to here, we have the Wrecked Railroad metal door, produced by Mr. 9K. A very strange but stylish looking design. Get a good look at that, because the lighting's a little bit There you go. Right, cool. So, best of luck to you, sir. And then over to here, oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm well aware of this. So obviously I've shown this in my little preview for all the newer skin submissions. This is the Glowing Beauty sheet metal door, a single door version of that sheet metal double door we saw being accepted not too long ago. How long ago? I actually don't remember. Was it 2 weeks ago? And the answer is yes. And right now, as you can see, people absolutely adore cat girls. Now, I'm not sure if they're cat girls. I still haven't got clear evidence. I mean, I can see they're women, but where's the tails? Anyway, so this is the only skin that currently exists. And as you can see right now on the Steam market, it's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. Yeah, who'd have guessed? Rust players enjoying anime and cat girls? Oh, no. They're very manly. They don't need no anime and no cat girls in their lives. Well, as you can see, it's currently in the positive ever so nicely because it's in demand, because people want it. So as you can see, yeah, and, well, you know, looking at the amount of listings there, as we approach January, which is expected to have the primitive game mode being introduced with the update, Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if this probably gets bought out. And with the sheet metal door potentially approaching, mate, I'm telling you, that's looking to be a pretty interesting thing to consider investing into. The stars are aligning, and I wouldn't be surprised if we potentially get the sheet metal door. And of course, in the future, maybe like a large box, small box, who knows? But I do expect more of this collection. Kratorius, that was your first ever skin to be accepted, wasn't it? So just kind of being like a little bit straightforward here. I kind of wouldn't be surprised if we do see a lot more of this. Also, Puplofop. Puplofop. Oh, I can never pronounce it correctly. Why is a person called Pup making cat girls? Where's the dog girls, huh? Anyway, moving on. So yeah, anyway, perfectly fine looking design. It's an interesting thing to consider investing into, the sheet metal door. And if you'd like to see more of this collection, why not go to the comment section right now and tell them what you'd like to see being produced next. I need water purifiers now. So anyway, moving on, we have the garage doors to talk about. Yes, get a good look at this. Yes. We've got a lot of designs to take a look at. All right, let's go. So, first up, we have the Tech Boost Garage Door, an interesting design produced by Delaroy, and of course, as you can see, it glows in the dark ever so nicely. Now, we do have a second version of this. This is the Tech Boost Black version. Well, I mean, it's fine. Like it's just a different pigment. So yeah, all right, cool. If you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and consider showing your support to Mr. Delaroy. Which version do you prefer, the standard or the other? Feel free to go ahead and comment below. Right then, moving on, here we have the Rustography Garage Door. Get a good look at this. Produced by Solitra, another skin creator chasing after their first ever skin. And, well, I think that's a perfectly fine looking design. I'm not sure what Face Punch's stance is for their logo appearing on a skin. Just point out, I don't think that's something they want. Can we go back and consider, out of all the skins of the past, how many of them actually had the Rust logo? That's something interesting. Yeah, I accidentally said Face Punch earlier. Sorry about that. But you know what I mean. So, hey, Solitra, best of luck. We'll see what happens next. Over to here, we have the Rustmania Garage Door, produced by Sean Mikanari Spectre, a very colourful design. I showed this off in my preview video showcasing off many skins. Do you like what you see? Well, you know exactly what to do. Best of luck to you too, and I won't be surprised if we see a lot more of this in the future. Right then, over to here, Hypno Demon is gonna find you in your dreams. Oh, that's a very cool looking design produced by Hemic right there. Very strange, very alluring. So yeah, what do you think? You know exactly what to do. Best of luck to you, Mr. Himick. Over to here, we have a very interesting design. Jimmy Tedeschi Nolfa, I appreciate it. It's a garage door that looks as if you're about to enter a coal mine, and it does glow in the dark, and it does look very cool. Like, get a good look at that. I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate something like that. Cool. So yes, best of luck to the likes of you two. And then over to here, that's the first collection continuation for the garage doors. It's Mr. Verona's Not Friendly Garage Door. Get a good look at that. So, I kind of was expecting this. Didn't expect it to happen like now. I thought we'd see this a lot sooner. But hey, at the end of the day, it's a perfectly fine skin that could potentially appear for the very last Rust Door of 2024 or the very first Rust Door of 2025. So yes, if this were to potentially be accepted, would the wooden door potentially get bought out? I don't think so. I've seen many instances in the past with a collection, how do I say this? Let's go over to here. I can't find the wooden door fast enough. I've seen many collections where a wooden door is like one of the first skins to be accepted, but, you know, other deployables get accepted after it and they just don't go up in price. Unfortunately, you have to take this into consideration. How often are people using wooden doors? Now, of course, that would be debatable based on what servers you're playing on, whatnot. Fair enough. But by default, they just don't get used enough. And yeah, maybe there are a few wooden doors that do get appreciated. Probably the Twitch drops if I was to sit there and say that. But like, unfortunately, all these marketable wooden doors that come out, they just never really go back up to Rust door price and beyond. Sad to say. Now, of course, I'm sure you're probably going to point out the Easter door. That's been manipulated. It's been manipulated for a very long time. That right there, the friendly wooden door, that's not being manipulated. That's sold at $2.49. That's currently sitting here at 92 cents. Yes, even if we saw the garage door, I really wouldn't expect the wooden door to change that much, I'm afraid to say. But by all means, if you like it, go ahead and buy it. And if you like that, you know exactly what to do. So best of luck to Mr. Verona. Best of luck to you, good sir. But hold on a second. There's still one more garage door to talk about. And it's right over here. What's that? It's the Wolf Warrior Garage Door, produced by Universe Kid and Papa Carl. Get a good look at this interesting looking design. Yes, this is a collection continuation to that wooden door we saw not too long ago. In fact, it's right there. Oh, wow. But same thing, wooden doors. So, yeah, That's a cool looking design. It's holding up its value quite reasonably if it would price itself off. That's sold for what $2.49 as well. But if I can recall, this sold quite like significantly less. He has 41 listings. Yeah, maybe it could bounce up, but I'm definitely leaning more towards no. I do not think with the arrival of the garage door this would change that much. So, hey, at least you're aware of the potential collection. So, if you'd like to show your support to Mr. Universe Kid and Papacal, and if you like what you see right over to here, well, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. And now let's move on to the next skins. Scrolling down, we only have a few more deplorables left. Let's go ahead and talk about them. Over to here, K. Vladimir and Mr. Holodno with their old computer armored door. It glows in the dark. It is, what's it called? There's like a type of design with computer builds at the moment. I think it's like, what's it called? Stealth builds, where you make your PC look as if it's like an old 90s PC, but inside there's like a 4090. So people actively go on like eBay to find like old, like towers. That's it. That's what you call it. Yes, and then they'll make it appear as if it's like an old knackered machine, but no. Secretly, it's actually a very powerful beast. Perhaps this armored door could be something like that for you. Metaphorically speaking, I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, anyway, it's an interesting approach. You might need to go get the cable separately. I'm just going to point that out, but hey, that's a very interesting, unique approach for a design for an armored door. Best of luck to you two. Gentlemen, ladies, if you like what you see, you know exactly what to do. And now we have a collection continuation to talk about. Produced by Cavency and Michael, here we have the Titanium armored door. I said that a bit weirdly. Titanium, shut up. Anyway, so there are two versions, one with and one without transparency. Both of them do glow. As you can see, there's transparency in the hatch right there. Cool. So, okay, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and remind ourselves of the Titanium sheet metal door. And cool. How's that currently holding up? That is not exactly holding up very well. Sold at $2.49 and it's sitting there at half price. Not surprising. If you saw every single sheet metal door that came out in 2024, you would probably see every single one of them in the negative. Sad to see, but yeah, that's just how things are at the moment. I wonder what 2025 is going to be like. So, not looking great. Anyway, back over to here. So, yeah. With that sheet metal door, if we were to see the armored door potentially being accepted, I mean, it might get some renewed interest. It might get a few more sales, fair enough. Cool. But I don't think it'll last, and I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back down in price again, like most sheet metal doors or 2024. So, yeah, at the very least, if you like what you see, consider showing support. Best of luck to you two, and that just so happens to be the final deplorable out of the entire batch for all the skins this week. So, if you could go to the comment section right now, out of all these deplorables, which one stood out to you the most? Which one do you think has a genuine good chance of potentially being accepted? Which ones do you just happen to like the most? Which design, creative approach and whatnot? I'd love to read it. Right, shall we now proceed to talk about the weapons and the tools? So we've got a few rock skins here. Yes, indeed we do. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of you. Oh, and a grenade. Ooh, what's that? Yes, we'll be talking about that in a second. So, Rock 2025 BC. An interesting design. Yes, it's the exhibit of this, age-old, old civilization design for a rock. An interesting approach here, produced by EOKA. Yeah, go look at that. So, yeah, it's a pretty interesting take for a design. Would it be worth a lot of money? Oh, no, it deserves to go to a museum. Anyway. So, an interesting approach there from Mr. EOKA. If you like what you see, consider showing your support to them. Best of luck to you, sir. Over to him. Talking about unique approach. What is this, Mr. Hessiam? What is this? What? People would buy it. I know they would. You could sit there and complain all you want. I know you'd buy that. I know you'd love to hold it and caress it in your arms and whatnot. Oh, Mr. Snail. Where are we going to go now in our adventures? But yeah, this is weird. Hey, it's unique, it's silly, and you know what? He must be listening to me recently, because I have been making quite a fuss. If you take a look at all the rock skins over the past, 2 years, the ones that have actually performed nicely and sold nicely are the animal-themed ones. So, yeah. Quite recently, we just had the Polar Bear Rock, that's in a positive. Harbour Seal Rock, that's in a positive. Over to here, Pug Rock, that's in a positive. Hamster Rock, that's in a positive. Now, Hermit Crab and Capybara Rock, not holding up as well. But point made, when you saw all the other rock skins, you might have noticed that, yeah, all the other marketable ones aren't holding up very well. Don't you dare say Zombie Rock. He's undead, that don't count. Right, anyway. So, back over to here. Crazy Snail Rock, it's interesting. It's colourful. And it might be for you. Well, I mean, if you want. So consider showing support. Best of luck to you, SEM. And now let's go showcase the competition, because that right there is a collection continuation. That right there is the Otherworldly Rock produced by JJ. Now, I was expecting more deployables. I'm not complaining. I'm just kind of surprised. But let's go ahead and talk about that furnace. And, oh, unfortunately, it has gone down in price. Not too badly, though. So it's only down by 20%. So, all right, it's not the end of the world. But, yeah, this is the only other skin we currently have. Barders, oh, it's not too bad, the Barders. Like, when I looked at this quite some time back, I didn't really think much of it. But I'm also noticing, like, this price here, that listing, that's a bit of a straggler. If that's sold, suddenly it's back up to around its rust or price. Could a rock potentially improve this? Could a rock potentially change it and help it out and cause this to go up in price and up in value? I mean, I still would think more deployables would be more helpful. Hey, we'll see how it all turns out. But at the very least, get a good look at that design. Now, there's two versions of this, because as I hop over to here, there's a glow-in-the-dark version. Yep. Now, I'm pretty sure you probably don't want the glow-in-the-dark version. I'm pretty sure you probably don't want that, but there is a standard shiny non-glow version right there. So, do you like what you see? Consider showing your support. But if you're going to sit here and ask me, Hedge, do you reckon if that rock were to be accepted, that furnace was spike in price? I don't know, I'm a bit conflicted. I don't know if it's selling that much. Well, if you scroll down and take a look, 17 have sold in the past 24 hours. It went down in price, and then it started to go up in price. So it is selling, and it appears to be rising in price. Is that actual demand? Is that someone just kind of like making some moves and buying them out? I mean, I'm conflicted on this one. By all means, if you're going to go buy one for yourself, you're more than welcome to do so. But I don't know if I'm going to jump in and make a buy order or make a purchase. I think I'm going to leave it. Like, when I'm not absolutely confident with something, I don't go for it. So, yeah, that's how I'm going to approach it. Right, so over to here again. If you like what you see, you know exactly what to do. Best of luck to you, JJ. And now, let's go over and talk about this grenade. Yes, I was expecting something like this. Not this quick, though, but hey, I guess Mr. Jeep has been listening in. So, we've just had the Red Christmas grenade being accepted, haven't we? And with the acceptance, the first grenade skin to be accepted in 7 years, Facepunch actually only just found out that you can't see them in third person and the spec gloss on it is not working. With the January update, they're going to fix this. Now, let me just sit here and say this. If they wanted people to actually notice these changes, maybe they might want to accept another grenade skin. Just saying. But I think Jeep has probably put this out at just the right time because, yeah, if they're going to really want to flex and show off the fix that they've implemented, the Ultramarine Grenade probably isn't too bad of a shout. I've looked at in-game. Unfortunately, without that spec gloss map, it does look a bit dull. That's not the skin creator's fault. We still need those fixes to go through, but I really wouldn't be surprised. Now, I was considering, maybe other skin creators that make notable collections might consider making grenades now after this Christmas one was accepted. Well, Jeeba, it's very nice to see you went for it. Now we have to question what happens next. So, Ultramarine Collection. It's been pretty successful throughout all of 2024, hasn't it? I'm guessing we could agree with that, yeah? But, yeah, Ultramarine, yep. So we've had plenty of deployables, and recently we had the Tier 3. Now, Jeeba, if you're watching me right now, make another attempt for the Tier 2 or the hoodie and pants for next week, all right? For that January Foresight Rustore, mate, there is going to be an absolutely absurd amount of sales. Guys, I'm not joking. Just go back to the past and look at the very first Rustore of 2024 and look at all the sales. The lowest selling skin out of the entire batch had 16,000 subscribers, 50,000 subs, 50,000 subs, 34,000 subs, 29,000 subs, 28,000 subs, 25. You could see all of these skins sold nicely because there's an absolutely absurd amount of people playing on this day. Or rather, during this week, I should say. So the exact same thing's expected to happen with the January 2nd Foresight Rustore. So, yeah, just something for you to consider. Anyway, would a grenade potentially cause the Ultramarine collection to spike in price? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, I do believe this would be the first weapon to be added for this collection, I'm guessing. Yes. So, maybe, this potentially... Well, give us an Ultramarine satchel charge. But, rocket launcher. Actually, you know what? Jeeba, not a bad shout. We haven't had a marketable rocket launcher in quite some time. I know we had the Twitch drop recently. I know I'm well aware of that. But, honestly, Why don't skin creators make rocket launchers that much anymore? We used to get quite a lot of them, but yeah, Face Punch haven't exactly been accepting them that much either, have they? So definitely something to look forward to, but I don't think a grenade's going to cause all of this, despite one spike in price. Just by itself, these deployables, I think they're going to go through January time quite nicely regardless, because people like them, want to buy them out anyway. So best of luck, YouTuber, best of luck, and yeah, that was quite a yapping session, but yeah, just to remind all of you, the grenades will be fixed with the January Force Wipe update. Cool. All right. Over here we have some crossbows, a crossbow, and then we've got some handguns, and then we've got some double barrel shotguns, and then some submachine guns. Cool. Right then, hunting trophy crossbow, produced by Oasis and Schumer. Get a good look at that design. A very interesting, unique approach. Get a good look at the skull on the side there. Very nice, lavish, and cool. So, if you like what you see, consider showing support. Best of luck to you too. Over to here, we have a collection continuation. Speed Rage now has a SAP. And you know what? I don't think we've had a SAP for quite a while. Hedge, we literally just had one last month with Thundergold. Shut up! Anyway, let's go over and talk about this. So, Speed Rage. I believe we've had 2 skins accepted. One of them was an AK. The other one, a Thompson, if I can recall. And, oh, yeah, we had an MP5 as well. This collection isn't holding up very well. Awkward. But yeah, weapon-only collection, you shouldn't be surprised by this. This is like something we tend to see quite a lot of. And the usual expectation is exactly what we're looking at. So, the SAP. Would the SAP cause this to spike price? No, I don't think it'll change that much. Sorry to say, but a SAP all by itself with that design, I'm thinking quite a lot of people would be appreciating that. EOKA, Lancy, let's see if it works out all right for you. I would prefer if you didn't aim down the sight image. Light turquoise blue. That should be good for all environments. Yeah, that should be quite all right. Just to confirm, no, they didn't. Oh, there you go. Yeah, perfect. Sorry. I mean, that that was hard to look at from the preview images, but yeah, okay. There you go. You did do it. Thank you very much. Right. Well, yeah, best of luck to you two. You had a gif of it, Hedge. I didn't want to scroll down yet. All right, best of luck anyway. Over to here, Hellfire Python, produced by EOKA. Get a look at this. It's a Python and it shoots Hellfire. Aim down the sight, what do we see? It's a standard... Oh, no. It's a grey aim sight, but it's got a little bit of red right there. Interesting approach, very nice, and I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate that. So yeah, EOKA, that's a very cool looking design. I'm thinking at least a few people out there would greatly appreciate it, and they should consider showing their support and maybe offering a nice comment. Best of luck to you. Over here we have the Secret Ace Python to contend against it, produced by Drag and Norma Van. A very interesting piece of work, very nice, very cool. Do you like what you see? Where's the aim down sight image? Oh, come on, guys. You never do an aim down the sight image. We need that. That's what we care about most. If you want to be able to get people wanting to like your skins, you got to do the aim down the sight. That's the most important part. Never mind. Well, anyway, if you like what you see, consider showing support. Best of luck to you too. Right, over to here we have the Hot Rod Double Barrel Shotgun. Mr. RR3 is pairing up with Little Ranger, so no anime skins for the foreseeable future. Unless they hid one in here somewhere. Can you see it? Can you see it? No. All right, anyway. So, yeah, that's a perfectly fine looking double barrel shotgun. And potentially, we might start to see a brand new hot rod collection. Well, do you like the design of the colours? Do you like the design of the little patterns there as well? Maybe we'll see that on an AK or a SAR or a Thompson. We shall see. Regardless, if you like it, you know exactly what to do. Best of luck to you two. Over to here, we also now have a collection continuation. The wooden double barrel shotgun, produced by Spinoza. An interesting design, as you can see right there. It's all smoothed out. And get a good look at the carpentry. So, yeah. How's that held together? With glue? Nails? I don't know. But if we could just quickly go to here and type in wooden. We had a wooden SAR. Was it a wooden SAR? Was it wooden SAR? Or was it... oh, it's right there. This is it, yes. This was accepted quite some time back. A very strange but interesting approach. There's only 10 of them on the Steam market. What? Oh, wow, that's been rising up in price. Probably due to a sheer lack of listings. Like, if, 3 of these sell, suddenly it's gone up by about 30%. So, Cool. But would the double barrel shotgun potentially have a nice positive impact on that? I mean, it might, because people would then realise, oh, wooden collection skins, I should go look that up. And then they look at this and see there's only 10, and they'll buy one, and suddenly it's gone up in price very quickly because there's only so many of them available. Maybe. It's up to you. We'll see. But of course, that double barrel shotgun does have some interesting competition with that hot rod collection, hot rod sin. But anyway, Spinoza, perfectly fine looking design. I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate it. But in terms of, do I want to invest into the SAR? I don't think so. It's a weapon-only collection if this gets accepted. By default, I'm not sure if everybody's going to want to jump onto the wooden designs, but then again, there's only 10 of those SARs on the Steam market. Maybe consider looking on third-party sites and see what's available there. It's up to you how you want to approach that, but I've pointed out the collection continuation, and yeah, best of luck to you, Spinoza. Alright, over to here we have the Silver Dark MP5. Oh yes, a very interesting, nice aim sight right there that I'm sure a lot of people are going to appreciate. Thank you very much, Mr. Morphus. And it's got a nice, shiny, silvery design. So yeah, best of luck to you there, Mr. Morphus. But you do have competition. And that right there is Shadow MP5, produced by Commando. Do we have a nice aim sight over to here as well? Oh yes, another very nice, useful red aim sight. In this version, we have a nice red pattern on the side, mostly black. So yeah, best of luck to you, Commando. Let's see if that works out ever so nicely. Now, it looks like you're trying to produce a shadow collection. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, because we had the EOKA. It's been a while. There's been Christmas skins in the way. Sorry, I forgot about those. Right, moving on. Here we have, a collection continuation. And another collection continuation. And then I do believe we have another collection continuation. Oh, what a wonderful day. What a wonderful day. Right then, let's go ahead and start yapping. So, Steampunk SAR, version 2. So yeah, this was submitted quite some time back. This is a collection continuation to the AK, if I can recall. And the answer is yes. Now that AK sold at $3. Do you remember this? I've been talking about that for quite some time. Why was I making such a fuss about it? Because it sold at $3 and it went all the way down to less than $1 very quickly. This is a very interesting design. But people just don't seem to appreciate steampunk. Yep. And yep, it's still currently selling at $1. So yeah, that's awkward. Sold for $3 in the Rust store, very quickly went down to $1. And you can see its sales history. So from here, whoop, it's been stable, I guess you could say. It actually does look like it's slowly starting to rise up in price a little bit. But even then, there's still quite a lot more for it to climb up to. So yeah, sold at $3. And Hedge apparently owns... But then again, I would have bought them for like 80 cents each, so I'm not complaining. All right, well, if you're going to sit there and say, Hedge, if that SAR were to be accepted, would the AK potentially spike in price? And my answer to you is no, I don't think so. Weapon-only collection, sorry to say. But if you like what this is, and if you'd like to see more of it, consider showing support to Mr. Heenon. Best of luck to you, sir. And yeah, get good with those gifts. Very nice, very cool. Right then, over to here, we have the Ocelot LR300, produced by Sunart. Sunart, finish one of your other collections first. You got plenty of interesting designs, but like, you know, you still could have got like some Bird of Luck skins produced. Like, you know what, I would have definitely approved an idea of seeing some Bird of Luck deployables. That would have been nice. But now we have a kitty, all right? So, look, listen, if you made her a cat girl, maybe it would sell. But no, still, the leaves on the design and whatnot, that looks nice. And considering we potentially have that jungle biome update eventually at some point in the future, still don't know when, but they are acknowledging it now on the Face Punch commits. Hey, something to look forward to, I guess, and maybe something like this might get acknowledged and appreciated. If that doesn't get accepted, change it to a panther. Because apparently there was mentions of panthers in that biome. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so not best of luck to you. Useful red aim sight. I think people appreciate. Best of luck. Now, yes, immediately. Another collection continuation. Mr. Fresh has returned to the Cybercore collection very quickly. With the MP5 being accepted, what was it, sold at $3.49, and it sold quite a lot. This right here is its sequel. Now, I do recall we did have like an AK produced before all of this. This right here, it is still holding its value. It is still retaining its price. That is A-OK. Now, it's quite surprising because we did get the... Twitch drop at the same time, Aurorat's and Miracle MP5, which had even better, like, transparent aim sight. But I was always wondering, this still sold a lot. Maybe people just prefer this style. And, well, it's time to stand up and tell me your thoughts, because do you like what you see? And would you like to see a lot more from the Cybercore collection? And just to reiterate this, the AK, it was submitted, never accepted, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to it and does a version 2. Oh, look, there's a Python. Oh, well, yeah, no, that was also submitted beforehand. Duh. Right, well, talking about that MP5, in the current position that it's in, this might end up becoming like Redemption and Chameleon, where when those skins rolled out, they were weapon-only collections initially, but the style, the colour scheme, people loved it. And that collection progressed ever so nicely, even though it was a weapon-only collection. So maybe this could be the anomaly. Maybe this could work out ever so nicely. And there's only 43 listings of these. On average, most rust skins on the Steam market would have around 100 quantity. So this appears to be in a very interesting spot. So if you want to go approach this at the $3.75 price, I mean, you're more than welcome to do so. But I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced yet. Like, probably I need to see at least 1 or 2 acceptances, then I'll feel safe with it. But yeah, in most instances, weapon-only collections, they don't tend to work out very nicely, and I don't want to dip my toe into it. So yeah, regardless, best of luck to you, Fresh. And now we'll talk about the AK-47s. All right. So, the Intoxication AK-47 produced by Zvirand. Get a good look at this. Aim down a sight. Yes, what do I see? A useful, very toxic green aim sight. Now, should that be alright for all environments? I mean, that would stand out in most grassy areas regardless. It's like super bright green, so should be okay. Now, yeah, get a good look at that. Do you like what you see? Do you want to have a AK-47 that might be toxic to the touch? Feel free to go ahead and show your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Zvirand. Now over to here, we have the Red Skull AK-47 produced by Macquarie. Get a good look at that. Yeah, there's certainly a red skull right there. Oh yes, very cool, very cool. So it's kind of like a green camo. That's quite nice. But of course, the big red skull. Remove the skull and just give me the green camo, Mr. Macquarie. How could you hurt me this way? Anyway, it's a perfectly fine looking design. Not too crazy in terms of its approach. I think people appreciate that. I think people like that. Where's the aim down the sight image? Where's the aim down the sight image? Where's the aim down the sight image? Where is it? No, I don't see it. I'm sad inside. Why did you hurt me this way? People want to see the aim down the sight image. I can't see the colour of that. It looks to be a standard black aim sight. It looks to be a standard black aim sight. I'm just going to have to assume it is. The lighting of the sun isn't super helpful. Yeah, that appears to be a standard black aim sight. All right, yeah, okay, that might be all right. Best of luck to you, Macquarie. What do we have to compete? Oh, yeah, so there's a stockless version and a version with stocks. I just want to point that out. Right, over to... Oh, wait, no, hang on a minute. Did I just accidentally, like... Oh, sorry. Okay, I accidentally clicked it twice. I thought there was a stockless and a stock version. There's just a stock version. Sorry about that. Right, Invader AK-47, produced by Nui. Get a good look at this. So, an interesting, strange-looking pattern, as you can see right here. Yes, very cool. Unique compared to all the other AKs. I guess you could say that. So, yeah, interesting design. Do you like it? Feel free to go ahead and show your support. Best of luck to you, Nui. Now over to here, we have a collection continuation. Zinc and Gunya have returned to the Curse collection. So, earlier when I talked about those skins that are accepted for the very first Rust Store of 2024, well, it just so happened that Curse skins were accepted in that Rust Store, and they sold ever so nicely. Now, the Curse collection was a primitive set that had quite a lot of skins accepted, but it all kind of stopped like very early in the year in 2024. So, I'm guessing these two have probably thought, you know what, we can go back to it. We can make a weapon set. We can make it have plenty of very interesting designs for all the weapons that we have in the game. And I've given this a good looking game. This is an actual, like, it's a really cool looking approach. I'm sure a lot of people like this. So feel free to tell me your thoughts. Now, if we could just get the aim down the sight image, there we go. And yes, that is a very useful red aim sight. What do you think? Now, going back over to here, Cursed collection. So this is going to be odd because it's a primitive collection. And now we're potentially going to get a weapon skin? I don't know, but I will point this out. This actually worked out quite nicely. There you go. Look, you basically got a full collection there. Like, I would have loved to have seen the deer skull mask being accepted. I would have loved to have seen the burlap clothing being accepted. Zinc Gunya, if you have it in your heart, try and resubmit it. But hey, we'll see. Anyway, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they consider making hoodie and pants. Well, they did try tier 3. You can see it right there. But yeah, if we get the AK accepted, maybe they might want to push and try and do hoodie and pants tier 2 and tier 3. We shall see. But yeah, they did consider trying to get tier 3, but wasn't accepted, unfortunately. So yeah, okay. I don't think the AK is going to change that much, but potentially it could lead to even more potential skins being accepted. So best of luck to you two. And now let's talk about Chuk Menace, because this is another collection continuation. Chuk Menace is a deployable set. You may recall the large box, the wooden door. Well, now we have an AK-47. So Chuk Menace. I do recall there was like attempts for a garage door and whatnot, but yeah, it's just these two skins. I don't think an AK is going to change that much here. But the skin creators certainly have been trying. I will give props to them, but yeah, I don't think and EOKA is going to change the world for those deployables. So yeah, at the very least, it's a very cool looking approach, a very interesting looking design. I'm sure a lot of people will be appreciating that. But in terms of will that have a nice positive impact on the deployables? Sorry. But the aim sight, let's get a good look at that at the very least. And yeah, standard black aim sight should be fine. And just to point out, we do have a stockless version as well. So feel free to show support for either one of them. And let's see if that potentially gets accepted in an upcoming Rust store. And then lastly, we have the Spec Ops L96. This is a proposed collection by Cubist. I did show off this Spec Ops jacket quite recently in a short video. Go take a look at it. It's very good green camouflage. And that right there is a green camouflaged L96. So maybe, just maybe, if we do get this full proposed Spec Ops set, you could have like a full green camo and just hide amongst the grass and shoot people from afar. That's an interesting approach. All right, so best of luck to you then, Mr. Cubist. Let's see if that works out all right in the future. And that just so happens to be the final weapon/tool skin of this batch. So feel free to go to comments right now. Out of all these weapons and tools, which one stood out to you the most? Which one do you think has a genuine good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust store? And with that, we'll now talk about the clothing and the armour. And yeah, I add backpacks to this because I feel like that's more appropriate rather than considering these to be deployables. Did you really have to give us this story? Yes. Anyway, let's go over to here because we have an interesting batch of backpacks like normal because we never stop seeing more and more of these being produced. So what do we see right here? For the first backpack skin of this batch, we have an Arctic Hazmat backpack. Now, this comes in two versions. Zscaler Production Ida produced this version initially. We looked at this in game, and we were like, shouldn't it be blue? And he said, oh, he didn't want it to be blue because he didn't want it to be pay to win. What? We're talking about the thing, that doesn't blend in anything. He's like, oh, wait, yeah. So he ended up making a blue version. Peer pressure, yay! Hey, it worked. So there you go. We have a nice hazmat themed backpack. It's blue. It blends in very nicely with the Arctic hazmat. Or you never know, maybe Face Punch might accept that one. But either way, perfectly fine looking design. So yeah, let's see if this potentially gets accepted. Let's see if, people appreciate wearing that with their Arctic hazmats, which I'm sure a lot of people will. So yeah, a perfectly fine looking design, you two. And of course, quite recently, we did get the standard hazmat backpack. So I won't be surprised if we start seeing one for Lumberjack. I won't be surprised if we see one for the Abyss. Oh, there's going to be a lot of barnacles all over a backpack soon, aren't there? So, yeah, feel free to comment below if you like it, and feel free to go ahead and show support to this. Right then, let's now move on and talk about the Chrome Large Backpack, produced by Say Chains and Loser. Get a good look at that. Nice and shiny. Metallic, I guess you could say. Now, it's kind of like that fabric that's all... it's like soft, but, very, very shiny. I can't remember the name of it. Feel free to comment below, because Hedge Brain, no think good. Can't remember name. Bleh. But yeah, perfectly fine looking approach. Best of luck to you two. Over to here. Oh, yes, we have a glow-in-the-dark backpack, the Hack Pack, produced by Voodoo. You can see it right there. Where? There. Oh, cool, yes. It's a mobile computer to hack all systems, yes. So what, would that guy just like stand there and someone behind him will be typing away? Stop moving, I'm trying to look at this cat. All right, anyway, so perfectly fine looking design right there. And I do believe we have a non-glowing version right there as well. So Voodoo, at the very least, I'll give it to you. That's a very creative looking design. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted in an upcoming Rust store. But competition, yes. Uh-oh. Competition indeed. So I will have like a short video showcasing this. But yeah, looks like we've got the comics backpack also submitted now. So recently, we have seen the whiteout backpack being produced, and we've now seen the comics backpack being produced. Do you believe we'll get basically a full white backpack potentially being accepted? Now, you might debate whether that's like full white, fair enough. It's the No Mercy backpack full white, fair enough, you get that. But whiteout is all white, okay? So we'll see what becomes of this. But yes, we would then consider what would happen to the comics collection. What would happen to those hoodie and pants? Because comics collection's incomplete. Comics collection never got the tier 3 or the tier 2, did it? I kind of wouldn't be surprised if we see another attempt for that happening soon enough. But recently, with whiteout just constantly rising up in price more and more and more, the comics hoodie and the comics pants have only... They just keep going up and up and up. I'm going to sit here and say this. I think you've missed out. I don't think you can invest into this. Maybe it still goes up in price. Probably. But it's at an all-time high price, buddy. Maybe you're just going to have to accept that you missed out on that. Sorry to say. I don't think the pants have moved as much. You could probably still consider it here. But again, you also have to consider, I believe William sent a tweet to the community manager at FacePunch saying he, like many people, apparently would not want to see camouflage backpacks being added. And the community manager said, nah, but don't worry, we're not going to do that. Well, we'll see. Hell decides. But with what we see here, I think you've just missed out, I'm afraid to say. But let's see if the backpack really does have a positive impact on this. I do kind of remember it happening to Hardsuit a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen as much with this batch. We shall see if it were to be accepted. So, best of luck to Legacy regardless, and yeah, let's see what becomes of this. But we do have competition. Oh no. It's another black backpack. Blackout backpack purchases. Panic. Anyway, black gold. How are we looking? So yes, another blackout alternative potentially might be getting its own backpack. And over to here, what do we see? Ah, yes, it's the ever so vast black gold collection with 24 skins. And as you might notice, all the clothing armor is doing quite all right, except that hoodie. Ugh. But yeah, all right. So looking at all of that, I do believe it's all starting to rise up in price quite recently. So take, for example, if I look at the kilt, has that been rising up in price? Like, as of, like, the past month? I look and I see, yeah, it's actually kind of stagnating. Well, I mean, it's still basically at an all-time high price. Well, no, it's actually all the way over there. But, you know, just give it a bit more time. January time, maybe it'll go back up even higher. We shall see. But, yeah, some of this is already kind of expensive. And, well, maybe not the hoodie. Why is the hoodie so cheap? I don't know. Maybe people would prefer to use other hoodies. Probably. But, yeah, all right, cool. Pants, maybe. Pants are a good consideration. But they are $3.50. And there's only 11 of them on the Steam market. What? When did that happen? Quite recently, apparently. All right, fair enough. Okay, then. So, looking at that, hey, if you want to approach these clothing armor pieces, you're more than welcome to do so. But that right there, hey, if you like it, regardless, if you want to see a nice gold trim, black backpack potentially being accepted, consider showing support. Best of luck to Bad Trip and Hulk. Right, we'll scroll down over to here. Oh, Molotov Man, mate. Yes, this is really out there. I have never seen anything like this, and I'd love to see that potentially being accepted. So recently for Halloween, we did see the clown set being accepted. That was some burlap shirt and pants with a head wrap. So it does appear if you ever want to do a primitive set, skin creators, you can do all three of these as a set, and they very likely will all be accepted if they were to be accepted. So cool. Do you want to become Molotov Man? Well, you potentially could be just that. So yeah, that's a primitive set right there. Do you like what you see? Consider, commenting below and whatnot. And Azzy, props to you, sir. That does look cool. And I wouldn't be surprised if we potentially see like leather gloves, hide boots, poncho, bandana, boonie hat, deer skull mask. Yes. You could do like, I don't know if you'd be able to pull it off, but like a pyro sort of like deer skull mask. We'll see. It's up to you. You give it a shot. Maybe a riot helmet or something. Right, anyway, so best of luck. Then we talk about this. Oh, it's a collection continuation. Cargo Heli has returned. You may recall we had some Tier 2 armor accepted earlier this year. Well, for some strange reason, we're now dabbling into primitive. Not sure when we're not seeing Cargo Heli hoodie and pants in Tier 3, but here we are. Yippee. So I'm just going to sit here and say this Cargo Heli, I don't think this primitive's going to really make that much of a difference for what we currently have in the game, as you can see right here. It's mostly like deployables and tools. Yes, we got that Tier 3 there, but that Tier 2 I mean, but it's not primitive, is it? No. So I don't think the poncho and the bandana are going to change anything. So that's the transparent poncho, and this is the non-transparent poncho. Just wanted to point that out. There's two versions of it. But I don't think it's going to have like a positive impact on the pre-existing skins. Regardless, if you like what you see, consider showing support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Vleck. And then we move over to here. Right, Void Runner hoodie and pants, and then we have a cap and jacket set. Right, let's go ahead and take a look at all of these. So, Void Runner hoodie and pants. Yes, it's another attempt at a black set produced by Ynet. Get a good look at this. It's a perfectly fine looking design. But then we remember, earlier this year, we've already had Black Diamond and Commando. Mr. Ynet, you might be pushing your luck, or maybe FacePunch accepts it regardless. Well, we'll see. Still not getting another whiteout alternative, apparently. Best of luck to you, Ynet. Let's see how that turns out. And then over to here. Oh, yes, what a very nice regal design. So Shino and Mama, they're probably thinking, you know what? If we're going to get a primitive game mode, we should start making skins in the theme of medieval stuff. So, yes, do you want to become like a duke? Or a royal? Yes, well, we have the perfect design for you. A jacket and cap combination to look as if it's a crown, to make you look as if you are royalty itself. Well, then, that's a perfectly fine look and approach, a perfectly fine look and design. But wait, there's more. Yes, we have a red version. Wow. That's the wrong thing. There you go, that's the red version. Well, I messed that up. I'm so sorry. But yeah, perfectly fine look and approach. Let's see if that amounts to a potential acceptance. And let's see if the actual update rolls out on January. Or maybe it'll be February. Who knows? So yeah, best of luck, best of luck. Now over to here, we have the Lab Rat jacket. Bit stained, bit messy. Might have actually set himself on fire a few times. All in the name of science. But yeah, that does look pretty cool. But a white jacket, I've seen this attempted many times in the past. And unfortunately, they don't tend to work out very well. Sorry to say. But hey, do you like it? Do you think it looks cool? Would you like to see that potentially being accepted? Feel free to comment below. And yeah, feel free to go ahead and show your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Barurik. And now over to here. Oh, hello. What's this? I know exactly what it is. It's Commando Gloves and Boots version 2. So with the surprise acceptance of the Tier 2 quite recently, after being in the workshop for 3 months, I knocked on CoSim's door and I said, look, mate, you've got to get this out readily available potentially for the January Foresight Rust door. Because if this gets accepted for that, he's going to get a lot of sales. So, peer pressure, yippee! I've done it twice. Commando Roadside Gloves and Boots are readily available to potentially be accepted. And as we hop over to here, you might notice Commando has kind of slipped down in price a little bit since we saw that Tier 2 being accepted. Still mostly holding up all right. But, yeah, it has gone down since then. A pair of boots and gloves, well, I do believe we might see a bit of a spike in unspoken price. I'm not sure if it's going to be as powerful of an impact when we saw the Tier 2 being accepted. You might call all of this, like here, it was all in the red, it was down pretty bad, but then disappeared and it all went shot up all to the high prices. Like this was selling for about $7 at one point, this was selling for about $6 at one point. Obviously, it's gone a bit down now, but the boots and gloves very likely will have a nice positive impact. It's definitely something to consider looking at. So, hey, if you want to jump onto it, you're more than welcome to do so. But the hoodie and pants are still selling like above $3. This is still sitting at around $4. It might be pretty pricey. Perhaps there's some better options to look at. That's up to you to consider, all right? So, regardless, if you like what you see, if you'd like to see more of the Commando collection potentially being accepted, feel free to go ahead and show your support. Best of luck to you, CoSim and Slanosta. Right, cool. Right, and then over to here we have some Tier 3 armour. First up, we have the Shadow Breaker Tier 3. Get a good look at this. Very nice, very cool, very interesting. It's got some sharp teeth. In the past, we used to see quite a lot of collections with like sharp teeth designs with the face masks and whatnot. And I'm surprised we don't do this more often. But hey, Sepesh gave it a shot. Do you like the approach? Do you think it looks cool? Consider showing support. Best of luck to you, Sepesh. And then over to here, a very out there type of design produced by GBG and Kit. We have the Rave Up Tier 3. Yes. Do you want to be nice, snazzy and colourful, reflective and noticeable? Well, yeah, look at this. It's time to rave up. So best of luck to you too, and that just so happens to be the final Cloven Armour piece out of all the Cloven Armour skins. Yes, so out of all of these Cloven Armour skins, feel free to comment below which one stood out to you the most, which one do you think has a genuine good chance of potentially being accepted, and in total, with all the skins today, feel free to tell me your personal favourites. I'd love to read them. So yeah, that is it. Only 80 skins this week. Not too surprised. Probably there's a lot of people enjoying their winter break and whatnot, Christmas time and whatnot, and I hope you do too. And of course New Year's, Right, so with this all out of the way, now I can hop over to here and talk about prices we might want to offer for the abnormal skins in Christmas week 2. So yeah, I'm not streaming at the moment, and I know that people are going to be fairly eager to know about prices. So by default, Christmas skins, please be aware of this. They're going to go down in price once it's no longer Christmas, which is going to happen very quickly. The interest in these will likely drop off pretty badly, and they will reach a rock bottom price around February, March, April time, springtime. It always happens. And of course, in anticipation to Christmas 2025, you should probably see pretty much nearly all of these Christmas skins rise in price ever so nicely throughout the rest of the year. Graciously, slowly, but respectively. Okay, cool. So anyway, looking at all of these skins, how am I going to approach all of them? Well, I'm going to kind of like separate them bit by bit. So first up, I am going to talk about the Christmas Eve large box and the Rust Christmas double door. Now, I've seen large boxes in the past that are Christmas skins, and basically, I think the safest way to approach this is probably doing something like 80 cents to $1.20. So last year we had the Neon Snowflake large box, and this was the second skin to be accepted. That was a Neon Snowflake skin. This sold at $2.49. But here's the thing, it never really went down in price that low. It went all the way down to about $1.60. Now, maybe there might have been like a batch of $1.50 bilders that happened in here and whatnot. All right, cool. That's interesting to be aware of. But if you go like further back in the past, you'll find a lot more Christmas-themed large boxes, and those might probably be like a bit of a better shout. So over here we have the toy box, a perfectly fine look design, sold for $1.49 a long time ago. But then if you could just see its sales history, every Christmas it goes up, and every Christmas after post-Christmas it goes down. Now, unfortunately, as of recent, it didn't go up that much. That's kind of sad to see in it. But its lowest price was about $1.60. Yeah. I mean, in the past, it did go a little bit lower. But yeah, these Christmas-themed large boxes, they appear to not go down in price too badly, which is pretty interesting to be aware of. Okay. But still, even then, I think 80 cents to $1.20 might be the safer way to approach it. With a $1.20 buy order, you'll still very likely pick up a bunch of these. So, yeah, you got to remember, once we reach around that springtime, oh dear. So, yeah, if you're going to play absolutely safe, offer 80 cents. If you're going to be fairly strong with it, offer up to $1.20. The choice is up to you, but let me remind you, this large box does stand out very nicely, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will appreciate it next Christmas as well. Okay, so with its sales, yeah, it looks like it might get close to just over 20,000 subscribers, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. And then we got like the sheet metal double door here. Christmas-themed sheet metal double door, I should clarify. Recently, we had some Halloween-themed sheet metal double doors, didn't we? And oh dear, they went down to a pretty low ball price. So with this one right here, I think it's the same thing, 80 cents to $1.20. The reason why I kind of want to talk about them at the same time is because the prices I'm going to offer for them is basically the same. This is perfect for what it is. It's just a sweet, delicious gingerbread-themed sheet metal double door. But yeah, that's going to drop in value pretty quickly. Once it's no longer Christmas, oh dear. But that also didn't sell too recklessly. At the moment, it's 12,000 subscribers. By Thursday, it's going to probably reach to around 14,000 subscribers. Maybe. We shall see. So yeah, if you're going to lowball, 80 cents. If you're going to go fairly strong with it, $1.20. The choice is up to you. Cool. Right. Now, I'm going to talk about the Armour, the Tier 3 Armour. So with this, it's very straightforward, 30 cents to 40 cents. This is going to go down hard. It's going to go down pretty badly. Now, you might recall last year we had an interesting Serious Santa set, and that did go down in price pretty badly. Yes, it did. But here's the thing. It rebounded. It went up in price ever so nicely. Now, that was Santa-themed. I can't help but assume that's probably the reason why it worked out so nicely. The current Tier 3 set that we have, it's just like, oh, I'm a wrapped up present teehee. But this went all the way down to about 60 cents at its lowest, as you can see here, right? And when you look at this over to here, it's just basically, yeah, I'm a wrapped up red present, This is going to go cheap. Much like how we talked about the Halloween clothing armor skins, it's going to get all the way down to about 30 to 40 cents when times are really bad. But at the very least, in anticipation to next Christmas, surely, potentially, hopefully, we might see a continuation being produced. Will it be accepted? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. 100J considers it. So, wrapped hoodie and pants or Tier 2, if it happens, this likely will get bought out and the price will rise ever so nicely. We shall see. Cool. Now I want to talk about the Snowman Backpack. So, you know how last week we approached the Christmas backpack? We weren't super sure how it was going to end up at. At the moment, it's retaining value. Still Christmas, though. Still Christmas. What happens when it's no longer Christmas? Ugh. And then you look at the bilders, and it basically ends at about 80 cents. Snowman Backpack, though, however, it's white, and it potentially could be a very nice option for, if No Mercy ever were to rise up in price too high, this could work out as a nice alternative option. But again, still, I'm expecting it to go down in price. I'm probably going to do 70 cents to $1. I can still see it drop off. But the fact that it's like mostly white could still potentially work out in its favour. We shall see. But yeah, that's the price I'm going to go with. I still think it's going to drop off. Candy EOKA, a very simple, straightforward answer. Take a look at all the EOKA skins that we've seen over the past few years. You might notice the recent EOKA skins, they drop in value pretty badly and pretty hard. Oh dear. And that being a Christmas theme skin, so yeah, 60 cents to 80 cents, very, very straightforward. Right, now I can talk about, let me just clarify if there's anything else. Oh yeah, we had the Poncho. I almost forgot about that, and the AK. AK, same thing, 60 cents to 80 cents, I'm sorry to say, but like most recent AKs that have come out for Christmases, it's going to go down, and it's going to get cheap. So, alright. The Poncho, though, with like next to no sales, that's going to probably reach around 7,000 subscribers by Thursday. I mean, I tried my best to see if it could work out as nice green camouflage, and that video should be out fairly soon. It might already be out, I'm not sure, I can't remember. Short video. Look up the short videos. But it's a bit of a stretch if you want to try and treat this as camouflage. But, I mean, that deep sea poncho still got bought out and used. So, hey, we shall see, we shall see. But it sold next to nothing. Maybe it does work out right in the future. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it still goes down in price pretty hard initially because this is a Christmas theme skin. But then, once people kind of like change their tune and start to appreciate, maybe it starts to rise up in price in the future. We shall see. That right there, I think I'm just going to probably do 50 cents to 70 cents. Play it safe. Sorry to say, but yeah. Right, now I'm going to talk about the Gingerbread Hammer. I don't expect any hammer skins to be produced like ridiculously in 2025. I do still expect Twitch drops. So take a look at all the hammer skins we've had as of recent. We've had 2 marketable hammer skins accepted in 2 years. Okay, fair enough. Well, technically, we're getting close to 3 years now. Anyway, so that worked out very nicely. This right here. Yeah, you're a gingerbread theme skin, clearly. It's not like it's super Christmassy. It's not like it's like a snowman or something. Anyway. If we do not see any hammer skins being accepted anytime soon, all right, and just take a look at all the hammer skins we currently have at the moment, they're all in the positive because there's no competition. There's no more new marketable skins being accepted. That very likely still might dip down in price, so I'm going to suggest $1 to $1.50. But anticipation to next year's Christmas, I just can't help but assume it's going to rise up ever so nicely. Now, I just want to bring this up. We have had like a gingerbread theme hammer accepted in the past. There you go, Mr. Gingerbread Hammer. And if I had to take a look at this right now, it's currently sitting at $3 in the Steam market. But more specifically, I want to look at its sales history. So how low have you gone in the past? So here you go. After that first Christmas, it went all the way down to about $1.30. Rose up a bit in April, went down again during the summer, rose up in anticipation to Christmas, went back down again a little bit. But yeah, it still was better compared to here. So this right here, as time has gone on, has now started to go up in price ever so nicely, but it took a while. In short, I can't help but assume, with what we've seen here, probably will happen to the hammer over here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 90 cents to $1.30. If I'm expecting it to potentially go all the way down to about $1.50, I'll do 90 cents to $1.30. That's how I'm going to approach that. And for last, we have the anime sheet metal door, all right? So with that, I'm conflicted, very conflicted. I am well aware that those brave souls out there that definitely don't need no anime skins in their lives, don't need them in their bases, they're going to buy tons of these anyway. So yes, the demand I know is there. It's almost done 30,000 subscribers. I think it might just fall short, which is fine. It's not the end of the world, but it has sold a lot. Now RR3. I'm fully expecting him to make even more anime skins. Now, he is collaborating with Little Ranger at the moment with the Hot Rod skins, so maybe that might be a bit of an anime skin here and there, every now and then type of situation. Fair enough. But, come on, mate. There's going to be a double door next year, surely, and we're going to have 2 anime girls, and life will be good. Life will be complete. Anyway, that right there, it's got the demand. It's unique. It's cute. Oh, yes, it's cute. But anyway, I just can't help but assume it's going to emulate the behaviour of the Frosty's fridge. So, yes, I know that was a fridge, but you got to remember, this skin was like super in demand. It had 23,000 subscribers. People liked it. People desired it. People wanted it. It was a very interesting, unique, creative design, but it still dropped off very hard after Christmas, as you can see here. I can't help but assume this is going to happen to sheet metal door the exact same way. Now, at its lowest price, this went all the way down to about $1.30, $1.50, right? But then it rose and it rose and it rose in anticipation to the next Christmas. And of course, with a continuation, it spiked all the way up to about $5 at one point. Very nice. But that like slow, continual rise in price, the gracious rise in price, I can't help but assume it's going to happen to the sheet metal door here. So how low you go? Probably around half its price. It very likely might be a 80 cents to $1.20 situation. But here's the thing. if you can't help but assume it's going to rise up in price ever so nicely for next year's Christmas in anticipation, wouldn't you kind of want to go kind of up to about $1.50? Oh no, I bought a bunch of these at $1.50, $1 cheaper than the Rust store price. But then what happens if it goes all the way up to $4 next Christmas? Oh no, woe is me, I made a lot of profit with all these skins that I bought for super cheap. Or not like super cheap, but cheaper, $1 cheaper, you know? It's a consideration. This probably is going to be the very interesting thing to look at. That's why I saved it for last. If you want to go brave and just pick up a bunch of these for about $1.50, you're more than welcome to do so. But for this skin in particular, I think it is $1 to $1.50. I do think a lot of people are going to appreciate its anime design, and if we do see a lot more of these skins being produced by Mr. RR3 in the future, like, do you reckon we'll see a Valentine's skin? Oh, yeah, we are. We're definitely going to get that, aren't we? We're definitely going to get a Valentine's version of that, aren't we? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it's going to happen. Easter. Yeah, oh, yeah, there we go. So, yeah. For that, we'll see how it all rolls out, but I can't help but assume I'm probably going to be wrong, which is going to hurt a lot. But even then, I just still can't help but assume in the long term, it very likely will be going up in price ever so nicely. So yeah, please be aware of this. If you're going to do $1.50, you're very likely going to be buying all of them for $1.50. But it's a matter of, did you actually want to buy them for cheaper? We'll see how things roll out. So I know that got a bit rambly at the end, but I'm sure you can understand. The demand is there. There very likely will be more of these. So, yeah. So best of luck to all of you tomorrow then, with your abnormal barders. Just remember, the Christmas Miracle Sheet Metal Door, Christmas Eve large box, the Sheet Metal Double Door, the backpack, and the Christmas free Poncho. Those are the abnormal skins, but the AK-47, the EOKA, the Tier 3, and the Hammer, they are not abnormal, right? Should have done that in order properly, but I just kind of went through what I was like very curious about. Sorry to say, but yeah. What I'll do is also put the prices in the description as well, so that'll be nice and probably helpful. So yeah, that is that. That is cool. That is nice. So player count today was pretty cool. It was perfectly fine, and yeah, well, Christmas time, and then afterwards New Year's, and then afterwards January Force Wipe. Oh, things are lining up ever so nicely. Now I also want to quickly showcase to you micro522.com, because it has had an update quite recently. We can now see subscriber counts and view counts, yes. So in short, you can see which skins, so all the newer skins, look at week 51 here, which skin has been seen the most. It's the Hot Rod Double Barrel Shotgun, then the Secret Ace Python, then the Cursed AK-47, then the Chef Furnace, then the Otherworldly Rock. So I do believe that's like people actively clicking the actual page itself. So, cool. Something to keep an eye on. Now, of course, you might be wondering, how come he added subs? Well, if you click this accepted little thing here, you can actually see what's been seen recently, all the skins that are accepted. Cool. I know you might want to look at accepted skins, but that's only the skins in the current Rust store. These are all the skins that have been seen over the past month that were accepted. So a nice little thing to be aware of. If you just click reset, there you go. Now we're back to normal. Cool. So yeah, nice. So the top performing skins out of all the recent skins is Not Friendly Garage Door, Chef Furnace, Cursed AK-47, Glowing Beauty, or Beauty Industry Sheet Metal Door, Black Gold Backpack, 5-Star Motel Sheet Metal Door, Hypno Demon Garage Door, Small Recycling Box, Heaven Sent MP5, which is a skin I didn't see because that skin creator hasn't been in any top picks list recently. So Hunting Trophy Crossbow. You could go through all this in your own time. It's linked in the description. And just to point out, the accepted section thing here is new. The reset button's helpful. Subs, views, very nice. And listen, if you were like, oh, that's a very cool looking AK, but how does it compare to all the other AKs? I want to be able to see all of them, just them. If you go over to here and click the filter button, so rifle.ak, this is the AK we just looked at, click the filter, there you go. I'm only looking at AK-47s now, and lo and behold, there's a lot of them. Cool. So that's a nice thing to be aware of as well. And of course, I don't want to look at this anymore. Reset. Ta-da! Yes, cool. We're back to normal. So yeah, definitely a nice, useful thing to be aware of. By default, you'll see it based on score. If you want to see all the newer skins based on, recently submitted, click submitted once, and there you go. All the most recent skins that are submitted. Very nice, very cool. And yeah, that's a wrap. So thank you very much for watching me today. I greatly appreciate it. Have a splendid Christmas. I hope you all enjoy yourselves. I hope you're all good. I hope none of you are naughty. Anyway, catch you later. Sing goodbye.